Hello my dear ones. Today I am just going to speak about karmic connections on a purely spiritual level that I have understood for my own, and I would also learn it from you also. After the video you would let me know in your comments what you feel about all these things, okay? So when I speak about karmic connections, starting from the family, okay? So we are born in a family. So we are connected. This bond is formed in a family. And we are put there for a reason, okay? And the reason here is to evolve. So many times what can happen between our brothers and sisters and father and mother and aunts and uncles, I don't know if you notice, but there will always be one person who will be pushing your buttons a lot in the family, in the relatives. I don't like this uncle, I don't like this auntie, oh, I don't like this cousin at all, I just cannot stand her, cannot stand him, all right? When you feel like that, you have to know that there is a very strong karmic connection between you and that person. And when I say a karmic connection, means you have been together in another lifetime. So we go in the flashback, in the rewind, okay? And we really go in our past. And all these people who are connected to us today, all the people who are around you, especially your closest circle, you have lived with them. At one point of time, you have exchanged things with them. So you'll say, so yeah, and then you have changed, okay? This body is just a kind of a, carrier of the soul, okay? So you leave your body, your soul goes, and then again it reincarnates in another lifetime, all right? And at that time, you're again put somewhere very close to your soul group where you have to evolve, okay? Or with whom you have had some kind of relationship in the past. And when we speak about the karmic connection, a karmic relationship, it's all about what was left undone in the past. The karmic relationships can be very positive, or they can be very challenging, very painful, very trying. Yeah, some of the people say, what have I done? I have given everything, I just don't get anything in return. I just keep on doing for my husband, I just keep on doing for my wife, they will say. But nothing comes in return. I spent n number of years serving my husband or serving my wife or serving my children or taking care of them. But look, today nobody takes care of me. On the purely spiritual level, now come there, okay? Now if you look at it, you have to tell yourself inside is that you're bound to do this for them in this lifetime, because most probably they have been taking care of you in the past. They have done a lot for you in the past. They were the ones who have been giving you a lot in the past, and most probably you have not done much for them. So in this life, the situations are so created that you are the ones who's doing. If you have done a lot of good things for someone in your past life, in this lifetime, you will be taken very good care of. If you have been serving in your past life, in this life you will be served. If you have cheated someone, if you have robbed someone in this lifetime, you will get it also. Somebody will cheat you, somebody will rob you. Of course, now two types of relationships exist here, okay? One is instant karma that strikes, okay? You are robbed, you cheat someone immediately in this lifetime, you get it. But some of the accounts are not settled. So these karmic relationships means you're coming from all those levels, and now you're here, and now you are interacting with those souls of your past. So some of them, you already know them. You feel, oh, I really know them, because you have had a very, very close relationship with these people. While some of them were maybe just acquaintances or your catalysts in doing something. So they all gather as your friends, as your teachers, as your parents, your relatives, your family members, your neighbors too are karmically related to you. You will not believe that. And then what happens is that then this game starts. Here the only thing is that you are on the same scene, rather the same platform, but your roles have changed. The role interchange has taken place and they are put on the stage, and now they are acting in this life. Now they are on the stage of life. And now over here they are meeting people with whom they had that connection, and they are put over there in order to work on their soul. Everything about being connected karmically on this earth is all about a higher purpose. It is all about a soul journey, a soul evolution, because our soul is always on a journey, okay? Never stops. It has to keep on going through things, because we have to attain the highest level of spirituality. We have to attain this oneness with the divine. And every time there will be a cause, and every time there will be an effect. So in this lifetime, did you notice that maybe you feel jealous towards someone, maybe you feel angry, maybe you feel too much of love towards someone, maybe you feel somebody is too controlling on your life. All these things, when you feel, like for some people, when you look at them, or when you are in a group, you just don't like one person, just you feel uncomfortable with that person. You feel completely uncomfortable with that person, while another one, you can feel completely drawn to them. You haven't spoken, but you feel drawn to them. Be it a man, be it a woman, be it a child, you're drawn to them. So this is something to do with and then a deep friendship starts, most probably, or a relationship starts, because your souls have something to attain together. Even love relationships can be quite karmic kinds. Those that you had, left in your past life, something happened, one of you passed away before the other one, and then you came on this earth. And I have a story of this guy who always used to tell me that since childhood, he was feeling as if he had lost love in his life. He had lost love in his life. And he kept on, feeling something was taken away from him. And he said it started very early in life, very, like 5 years, 6 years, till he can remember. He said he started feeling that something was taken away from him. And as if he had the longing to, of a certain country. And he would say, when he was growing up, I would like to marry a girl from that country, So, until and unless he didn't meet, and he did meet a woman from that country, and now they are madly in love with each other, as if they have found each other, but there was something that was left undone in the past, and that had to be completed in this life. So the soul traveled. The soul was feeling this longing. Something was missing until the path was found. But in some cases, what happens in some karmic relationships is that if you had cheated your partner in the past, or you had not returned the love, that unrequited love thing, then in this life you will have the same experience from somebody. Because someone will come into your life and you will feel head over heels in love with them. You will love them too much. You will give them everything. But a point will come when they will go wrong. They will be infidel. They will cheat you. They will, and then the relationship has broken. The person has walked out with somebody else, or you are feeling lost, that I gave everything. I was 1001% fidel in that relationship, loyal in that relationship, but this man or this woman cheated me. And you cry and you feel, why did that happen to me? What was wrong in that? You try to find the answers, but you don't find any answer. Even maybe psychological or scientific answers you don't find. But then they are coming, because those things are etched on us. We carry memories of our past lives. Okay, we carry the memories of our karma, sanskara. We carry all this inside of us. Our conditionings are already there when we come. And then we are just busy clearing up or creating more of those depths or clearing those depths. So next time if you feel, why do I feel so negative towards this person, or why do I feel so much drawn to this person, you have to know that you have crossed that soul at one point of time, and you have this karmic connection with them. Some of you will get very close together to form something beautiful, okay? You might have seen also in families, when children are born, okay? Every child comes with a character, okay? Some of the children don't resemble at all their parents. I mean, they will never resemble their parents also. They're completely different, okay? And people will say, oh, this person doesn't resemble, we don't feel this is your child, to that extent, okay? And that child can give a lot of love to the parents, or that child can bring lots of worries to the parents, or that child can create a lot of losses for the parents after being born. The child is pure because the child is innocent, okay? But the child has lived many other lives before. So the child has his or her own karma. So has come with that. And the child has, most probably, if the child has a karmic connection with one of the parent, where one of the parent has done wrong to that child in that particular life in a different role, then in this life you have to pay, or you have to reap according to what you have sown with that person in the past life. So it's extremely, I'm just discussing it with you over here. It's an extremely complex, it's very, very complex thing to understand, okay? And I am coming to the understanding over here is that each of us, all of us who are related to each other, we are somehow connected karmically. The ones who are very near to you especially. Marriages, very happy marriages suddenly break off. Maybe you have let down someone in your past life, so somebody has let you down in this. So we have to understand that these karmic connections that we have with people, they are for a very higher purpose. They are just for evolving, because what happens is that their goal is they will come in our lives as the closest, or it can be a short-term relationship, very short-term, or a long-term relationship, okay? It also depends upon your karmic depths. The karmic accounts and depths we'll discuss later on if you wish. And they will come, they will transform you, and many of them will leave also. When you are traveling on this planet Earth, in this world, you will meet a lot of different people. Some of those people will become somebody very close to your heart, will be something very positive to you. Some of them will cheat you, they will dump you, they will ditch you. Some of them will be loyal to you, some of them will be disloyal to you. Some of them will bring you happiness, some of them will bring you lots of pains, lots of misery. Some of them will show you the path, some of them will take you away from your path. They will make you feel completely lost. Some of them will take you on the path of evolution, some of them will take you to the path of the black hole, okay? So what is happening over here is that all those people who are coming into our lives, whom we are attracted to, whom we are going to, each of them is connected to you. We are not separate. Each of these connections is a karmic connection. And then according to what we had done with them, according to what our history has been together in the past, in this life, this is going to happen. I will tell you something. There is an example I would like to give to you about this karmic depth and karmic connection between a man and a woman. I had this client 2 years ago, and she told me that I am completely fed up with this man I am with. I'm fed up, And I was looking at her and just, like she had shown me her palms, and I had read into the palms, and I was just holding her palms and just looking into her, and I said, did you feel you have done something wrong to this man? She was very startled, and she looked at me and she said, you know that every time I'm with him, I used to feel very guilty with him, as if I've done wrong to him, but I haven't. I'm always, obliging him. I'm being a very good girlfriend to him and things like that. They were in a live-in relationship. And I said, did he say something about his childhood to you once, or, something which must have, stayed in your mind? And she said, yes, once we were at a bar, she said, at the beginning of a relationship. And he said, it's very strange because when I was a child, I was always getting a dream that I was, a woman was coming and stabbing my back and I was being killed. But I was, looking like I was like a kind of a grown-up man, he said. And I was dreaming that somebody was coming and killing me. And she said it was very strange because every time I felt inside of me while growing up that I had killed someone. I was like, you see how those souls had come and how those souls were interacting today, and the killer and this person had been put together as lovers, because the evolution of the soul is all about love. So they had been put as lovers now. And what was happening is that that man who had narrated this story to her, who was the victim, let's assume he was that victim, in this life he was torturing her, and she was saying, I'm so good to him, and how he is behaving with me. It was an immense, intense karmic connection over here with a karmic depth, and she was paying for it. Of course, that is a psychological issue that shouldn't be left like that, just saying that, oh, it's a karmic thing and leave it like that. No, it has to be punished, or it has to be treated also. But here this is why I'm saying I'm not entering into that side right now. But yes, in this, what was there to see is that the cause and the effect was taking place between these two people. It was a very intense thing, like when I was with this woman, and that time I understood is that so many examples have been circulating around me, so many people I have seen, and so much. And at that time, my feeling about these karmic depths, karmic connections, past lives, this became more and more stronger. Of course, on past lives we'll be speaking. It's a wonderful topic that I would really, really like to discuss with you. A person who never believed in past life like me, and then how it all changed, I would like to discuss it with you. But this is where I want to tell you is that if you feel these kind of feelings, if you feel that connection towards someone, you have to know that this is a karmic connection, and that each and every soul who is around you has been put there on purpose. Nothing is by hazard, nothing is by chance, okay? You have been put there for a particular purpose, and you have to attain your soul's evolution. And if you don't do that, again, you repeat the class. It's like the classroom. I'm simplifying it. It's like the classroom. You're not good at maths, you don't do it well, you fail, you repeat the class. It's like that. But if you have done it, then you go to another class. You are passed and promoted to another class. Otherwise, you are retained in the same class. So if you are facing those karmic connections, you have to know that this is happening for a reason, and this is happening for a higher divine and spiritual reason. And then you have to allow this process of evolution, of healing to take place. So those people who have left your life, they have, break the cords and say, okay, I forgive you. You tell that soul, I forgive you, okay? Maybe we had something to settle, that's it, it's done, and I'm going ahead, okay? So whatever is your karmic connection, it will join you at one point of life in the form of a child, in the form of a mother, father, grandmother, grandparents, a pet also, my dear ones, yes. and all these people, and they will come, they will teach you, and in some way or another they will transform you. Some of them will live with you throughout, while the others will leave, and you will again find different people. Now in today's world, what is happening is that, I don't know if you have noticed it or not, but in today's world what is happening is that this karmic evolution is taking place very, very fast. Very, very fast it is taking place. And how is that? Because people are, moving job to jobs. Previously people were in one particular job for 30-40 years of their lives, so they were just connected to those people. Only those souls were there, family and those souls and some friends and relatives. Okay, so those many souls only we had to work with. But in today's world, relationships, so many relationships have been changed. Okay, I mean, it's rare to see marriages that are very long during marriage. It's very rare. It's becoming rarer, I would say. Yeah, it's becoming so it's becoming so precious to see some relationships that are very firm and strongly bonded. The relationships are changing, the jobs are changing, we change our countries, our places. Look at me, from India, I'm in France now. Okay, all new people, I don't know who they are, but I know, okay, my neighbors, I form very strong bonds with my neighbors, with some of my friends, with some elderly people. All right, so all these kind of things are happening. And why is all this? Why are we getting this karmic connection so fast? Why are we changing so much? Because we have less time. The time is less. We have to evolve rapidly. The divine is saying we have to evolve rapidly, and because of that we are meeting all those people. So many times we meet. So many things are happening in our lives that in the past it was not like that. It was going slow and everything was going fine, and every soul had that privilege to evolve at its own pace. But now, no. Modern times, no, we have to catch up with the speed. All these things are happening, and they're happening rapidly, because we have to now clear our depths. We have to now clear our relationships with those souls, and we have to evolve on a higher plane. The divine wants us to go on a higher plane, my dear ones, and it's all about the spiritual transformation. The bottom line is spiritual transformation, the keyword. So thank you, my dear ones. It was just a very informal talk that I wanted to do. And let me know what you feel about karmic connections, because you all come from different backgrounds. You might have had karmic connections with someone, or you might have more knowledge. I'm really open to it. Please let me know in your comments. What do you feel about all this? Because I'm really, really drawn, very intensely drawn towards these subjects. And I hope I didn't bore you. And please do let me know in your comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, because I will be bugging you more with these kind of topics. And I'll see you next time. I might have a little more time, so I will keep on disturbing you all. Karmic connections, you are paying for it. The karmic debts. Alright, bye bye, God bless, take care, see you next time, bye.